Hey there, welcome back to Battlefield Hardline. I have been spending the last few days playing Wolfenstein the Old Blood, which by the way is an amazing extension to the main game. It's way better than I expected it, and $20 is an absolute steal for the game that can last you 10 to 15 hours or more on the hardest difficulty. But let's get back to this game. In the previous match, the enemy beat us due to having constantly two attack choppers in the air, and no matter how often we took them down, they came right back and gave us hell. The helicopter pilots were actually really good, which made it harder for us to take them down faster, as fast as we actually would have liked to. So then we lost the match, and we just, couldn't do anything about it. We were fighting really hard, and I realized at that point that I was running with a really good team, because the team knew how to split up, and that's so important in any Battlefield game, really, because if you all are going to the same spot, and I probably mentioned that before, you just lose everything else, and then you get spawn trapped, and that's the nightmare for anybody, and nobody likes that, and that's when you get frustrated with the game, and that's when you start hating on a game. But more about that again a little bit later. What I wanted to talk about it right now is this match, which I wanted to post because it just so shows how well you can do when you work together as a team. This game, this map actually gave us a chance to retaliate against the enemy that beat us so badly in the match before, because this match is mostly indoors and it's only got one attack helicopter, and right now we have the attack helicopter, and if the enemy happens to take the attack helicopter, it's only going to be one, and there is going to be plenty of cover for us to get away from the brutal attacks of an attack helicopter. And from the previous game, I knew that I was running with a great team and that we could actually have a chance to win this match. So the crucial part is to never let the enemy take over too many flags, as they can easily spawn trap you. So we split up in order to cover all the flanks, and you can see what happens here in this video. And while you watch this, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this upcoming DLC, which we are all patiently, or probably me impatiently, waiting for. I'm very impatient. I'm so ready for new maps. So the new DLC is called Criminal Activity, and will feature 4 new multiplayer maps. And the new maps will have an urban setting between Florida and California, and 2 of the new maps will have a night setting, which I'm not so fond of, as you know if you've been following me, because I just don't see so well in darker maps, and I usually don't do as well in darker maps until I really know the map by heart, and then I don't have to rely so much on my vision anymore. But when the maps are new and they're dark, I always struggle a little bit. So we'll see how that works out, how maybe they have really good lighting in there or whatnot. So the new maps will also have more destructibility, because I think people were asking for that, and I personally think there's enough destructibility as it is now, but some people always want to destroy everything, and I sometimes find it annoying when everything is destructible, because a map can be very beautiful and interesting to fight in, with lots of nooks and crannies and corners and stairs. And when you destroy it all, then you kind of just left with a flat wasteland with nothing to hide under, and the map looks kind of boring, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see what they mean by destructibility. I'm always open for some new things, and I don't mind them trying to give us what we're asking for, because you can never please everybody. I just think they've done an amazing job in this game so far, so I have actually pretty high expectations in those 4 new maps, and I hope I won't be disappointed. I'm sure you feel the same way. So anyway, back to the DLC. The thing I haven't seen anywhere mentioning are new weapons and new gadgets. But as you have heard me say before, I think there are plenty of weapons and gadgets in this game and enough variety of guns for every playstyle. For example, the sniping people have lots of sniper rifles. The ones that run around a gun have PWs and SMGs and shotguns, and then the ones that want challenging weapons have the battle rifles. So there is really everything in this game. So maybe there won't be any new weapons and gadgets, but I'm really kind of curious to find out. So I looked up and down the internet, but I could not find any information about new weapons or gadgets. The only thing they mentioned were maps and vehicles on every page I went to. And even vehicles, I don't know why there should be more vehicles. I think there are plenty of vehicles and also a good variety of vehicles. So I'm really curious to find out what kind of vehicle we are going to get. Maybe a bicycle like in the World War shooter, Heroes and Generals. Man, that would be so funny. Even though I don't think many people would use a bicycle because they would just be taken off that bicycle within seconds. So they said that they will release the DLC in summer, whatever that means. I think it should come out sooner than later before people get tired of playing the same maps over and over again, because I remember that I got so bored with the original Battlefield 4 maps that when the first DLC came out, I played nothing but that DLC for like 3 or 4 months until the next DLC came out. Then I played nothing but that DLC, and it took me like over a year to finally get back to the original maps because I played them so much that I just couldn't stand them for like about a year. And I'm probably pretty unique in this way, but that's just how I am. I'm a person who always likes new things constantly. I cannot do one thing too many times over and over. I get just bored, and that's why I'm kind of surprised that people are still complaining about this game. And it's probably the same people who complained about Battlefield 4 at the beginning for months and months and months. They just kept complaining about it, even after patches and patches they kept complaining about it. But I think once we have more maps and vehicles in this game, some of those people will start getting back into this game or start getting actually interested in this game. More people are gonna like enjoy it and are talking positive about it, and then hopefully we'll get a lot more players in here. And I don't want to say there's not enough players. I heard there are not enough players on PC because PC gamers are just snobs. They just, you know, always complain about everything, and they're very particular about their games, and they take them way too serious. But we console gamers actually have enough people playing this game. A lot more people playing this game on console than PC. And I'm happy about that because I played this game on Xbox One, and so far we still have plenty of incredibly amazing matches with full servers. And now that people can rent servers, it's even more fun for people. They can actually set up custom matches and stuff like that, which I did once. I rented a server. The problem is only if you rent a server, you kind of have to have a ton of friends to fill the server with, because if you kind of like rent a server and have it just sitting there, it most likely will remain empty until you get people in there. And if you don't know anyone to get in there, then there will nobody ever play on your server, and that's kind of like what happened to me. So I didn't rent servers anymore. The only fun thing that is when you rent a server is you can actually go in and play around in the maps with nobody in there if you just want to like, you know, practice or something like that. But I thought that was really helpful in Battlefield 4, but I don't feel the necessity to do that in Battlefield Hardline. But as you can see here, this match is nearing an end, and we are like winning. We're ahead. We are busted those guys' butts, and we're able to retaliate. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.